as a condition?
Yeah.
Doesn't that just go away?
Well, we're kind of continuing exactly where we left off last time. Y'all
Oh, okay.
defeated
Yeah.
Cassiel and Sherbert Sky, and then y'all were heading to a lawyer to have the contract checked out.
Never mind then.
So yeah, there's still some whatever conditions y'all still have them. So the issue 3 cover is effectively the same as the last one in front of the Zeta Corps building with the statue, but this time instead of being covered up and seeing y'all's feet underneath, the cloak is ripped off and it's a statue of y'all in like these really over the top heroic poses.
Do you think they captured my good side?
You have a good side?
They're all good sides, but
Oh.
I have a best side.
No.
So to get started, got a few questions to run through regarding the contract with each of y'all. So y'all get to the lawyer, he goes through it. And so Respec, after the lawyer went through it, what's something you liked about what the contract did for y'all or said?
Oh, what's something I liked? It said that while they could provide us with legal resources, we were also free to pursue our own in any event.
Okay. Makes sense. That way, if you, for whatever reason, don't trust their lawyer.
Right.
Mr. Body, there's something about the contract, some particular clause or whatever that you're kind of on the fence about. You're not one way or the other. What was that?
There was something about our likenesses that they had the rights to, and I didn't like that very much because I was, kind of afraid that they might start making us clones of us.
Okay, like take it beyond just selling you for animation and making actual biological duplicates or something.
Right.
Okay. Now
All the marketing.
Now, one of the things that Jazz had said, and this was actually the case though, while they do own like the likeness right types of thing for media purposes and merchandising, he had said that in terms of y'all using the name, even if y'all never signed, or if y'all signed and then broke the contract later or left it, y'all would still have rights to y'all's names, and like y'all couldn't be sued or made to change the name by them. That's entirely true. Like everything he said was true. He wasn't blowing smoke up y'all. But there's other things in there, of course, because it's a lengthy contract. He didn't like the contract. Which is kind of funny because Polymer, the first question I have for you is, what didn't you like about the contract?
Yeah, I don't even remember what all it had had in it, but yeah, no. I don't like its inaccessibility to babies. That's not a selling point.
I'm gonna assume that's a joke because that's a really creepy thing to be concerned about.
No, that is.
Was there a copy in Braille? Was one of the copies in Braille?
Well, he's not blind.
Yeah, he's deaf.
I know. I was just curious if they were that insulting or not.
Oh, okay.
No. So,
yeah. More just, I guess not so much anything actually in it, so much as the fact that they already had all of this drawn up before even meeting with us. I know part of it's probably standard boilerplate, but Polymer, doesn't. So not got a ton of that experience with people.
So there wasn't really anything you inherently disliked about it, though, just the way, how quick it was moving.
Right. Yeah, because I think I was more focused on the information they were already able to give us. So the contract itself, I hadn't necessarily looked over a ton. It was more just, wow, you guys have already got like stacks and stacks of paper, and I don't even know who you are.
Well, this is after y'all went to the lawyer and had it examined and everything.
Oh.
And so having gone through the contract is...
And y'all still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, my computer got slapped. No, yeah, more just the speed though than
the what?
More just being concerned about, like you said, how fast everything is moving.
Okay. So, Respec, what was something you would like to add to the contract?
I'm not sure. Give me a minute.
Okay. Mr. Body, what's something you wanted to remove from the contract?
So I guess any and all mention of rights that they have over our bodies and personas.
So, like, not even like merchandising rights or anything like that? Because the only thing in there as far as like your likenesses and all that are related to merchandise and media issues.
Well, I don't know. I think Mr. Body would kind of be down.
And y'all get percentages of the profits from any toy sales or movie sales or anything like that.
I think he would think that that kind of stuff would be pretty badass. No, I guess he's okay with it.
Okay, was there anything else that he wasn't, or?
No.
Okay.
I mean, if they're not like trying to like, you know, duplicate our powers.
Now, ultimately, everything in the contract is strictly related to PR type situations and making money off of merchandising and that sort of thing, and working to make y'all into like big time heroes. Of course, whether it's any sort of any sense of altruism on their part is clearly second to they do want to make a profit off of y'all.
Do we have to like wear special uniforms that
no
reflect? Okay, all right, yeah. No, I think Mr. Body's okay with it.
Okay. Polymer, there was something you liked, but want to modify it a bit. What was that?
Well, they are being a little bit open with us already, but so far it kind of seems like they're still keeping us at a bit of a distance. So more, I guess, wanting to kind of increase transparency between them and us, because like you had said last time, it looks like they're working on making their own supers. No mention of that. And so with what I already have going on with Project Olympian, like anyone who might be towing that line is going to kind of be on my radar already. So I guess sort of, if not rewrite the terms, then clarify to make things more transparent as far as us actually knowing what it is these guys are doing.
Okay. So... Okay.
Yeah, that goes a bit in line with what I was thinking of having added.
Okay.
Transparency.
Well,
what?
And as far as y'all know, based on what y'all have been told, it's not that they're trying to create supers. It's that they have like super kind of tech sort of thing, but it's all also part of their marketing and profit margins and all that, with trying to create stuff for potential government use or things like that. Not create their own superheroes. If that were the case, they would probably just create their own heroes and not try to contract people.
Yeah, but if they can't do that yet, and they're still working on the technology, they need if they want supers, they need supers. So if they can't make them yet, then they're going to be coming after people like us to do the work. And then once they can make supers, they'll be making supers.
Plus, there's the possibility of using the people that they've contracted to, I guess, jack our gains.
Okay.
Do they? I'm sorry if I'm out of turn here, but do they have a say over, like, do they have, I guess they find missions for us, right? Like, because they tipped us off to what happened last time.
Yeah, they use their resources to keep track of any rising situations and relay it to you. There's nothing in the contract that mandates y'all have to respond to this situation if they tell you to. They just they do want to try to kind of move you towards things that they think will result in a good outcome for y'all. So like if there's some cosmic level threat that even the largest of superhero teams has never defeated or whatever, and it shows up and y'all are like, well, let's go do that, they might be like, we really think y'all should go over here and do this one instead. But there's nothing mandating y'all can't still do what y'all want in terms of this threat or that threat.
What are the lawyer's recommendations?
I mean, it would get y'all mired in the kind of a corporate world, but ultimately it still allows a lot of freedom, and depends on what y'all want in terms of your, I guess, media relations, kind of. It's not that there's anything in there that shows any sort of misconduct or ill intentions, but there's also not really anything about y'all having any veto rights for creative choices on this movie or this toy or whatever either. So it's ultimately how much y'all, like I said, y'all want to get mired in that and potentially.
Yeah, I think I would like some creative rights, like we should at least be producers if there's like a film, because we don't want people misrepresenting us.
You don't want to end up with your Wolverine Origins movie.
Right.
I'm just trying. That role's just me trying to figure out if I want my character to be an adult or not. Because it's like, oh, I could add a pony to this.
Well, I mean, they say we have access to their resources
and their ponies.
Yeah, they did say that they can help out with giving y'all resources and equipping y'all and things like that, because it's all part of making y'all into big time heroes.
Yeah, so that's pretty awesome.
And the NDA part of the contract is it's like more of a case by case basis. Basically, they'll say straight up, okay, what we're about to tell you, can't talk about it, sort of thing. It's not just everything in general. He did mention that there would be an NDA.
I guess for adding something, I would want to be able to discuss anything with my mentor. And the others would each have one person that they could openly discuss everything with.
Okay, everything including whatever is covered by the NDA?
Yeah. Because we are minors.
Right.
And so what we sign is only so far legally pressing because, legally we're not adults.
Right. Well, and the way the contract is written, y'all are signing it as your hero identities anyway, and so not really sure. Like even the lawyers, like hero law in this regard, it can be tricky, and they can tie stuff up if it goes that way. Like if anybody else try to say that the contract is void per se, but there's nothing in there saying that mandating y'all penalties for leaving or anything like that. Though if y'all do, they still can do some media stuff with it. But if y'all throw in some creative rights, if they agree to that, you can, of course, fight to either get rid of that altogether or maintain those creative rights, even if y'all leave their service.
Actually, let's be teenagers about this on what we add. I want makeup. What do y'all want?
I want like, so do we have like offices there? Are we gonna have like our own space there?
There was not anything about that, but they did provide a base to Respec. But at the building itself, no, there was nothing about having an office in their corporate headquarters or anything like that.
Is that base something that we all get to share?
If Respec wants to.
Okay.
Yeah, I would share it.
Okay.
We would understand that it'd probably be bugged and everything, but
I want like a lifetime supply of candy, always at the base.
Any particular kind, or
Like
want to be surprised?
No, I want I want the cherry and watermelon nerds. Like those like dual packs.
Yeah.
And just cherry Jolly Ranchers. So fuck it. No cherry, no watermelon nerds. I just want the cherry, the wild cherry nerds, the sour cherry Jolly Ranchers, and what's it? The Hershey's dark chocolate.
there's some poor guy whose job just became to separate our Skittles.
I want. I only want green M&Ms. Damn it!
And the guy in charge of sorting all that has to dress as Willy Wonka.
Yeah, it's dispensed by a Willy Wonka robot.
So yeah,
It's a vending machine that looks like Willy Wonka.
I'm writing this down. This is like the first part that I've started taking notes. Like Mr. Body's like fervently writing this down on his little notepad, and it's the only thing there.
I'm sorry, I thought about some serious stuff, but we're teenagers, and so far it's been serious. So.
Yeah.
Right.
Swimming pool. For sure a swimming pool. If there's not already one in the base.
Okay, swimming pool added to the base. I'm assuming you want it filled with water?
Yes. Yeah.
Jello?
Yeah, I don't know if you wanted something else filled in there.
No, Mr. Body stands up and he's like, cherry Jello. Just kidding.
And a cherry Jello kiddie pool for this guy.
Let's not get silly now. Everybody knows you fill it with pudding.
Okay. So if there's no other questions or anything about the contract, right?
I guess not. If the lawyer clears it,
No. Like you said, he told you the main issue there, potentially, about the creative issues, but otherwise everything Jazz had told y'all was on the level.
I'm not too worried about it. Everybody knows that the original is better than the movie.
I just want producer credits on any films they make. So.
Okay. So I guess y'all head back to the Zeta Core building.
Sure. Are we ready?
In our chariot.
We ready to sign this?
Okay. Nobody else answered you, so I don't know if they are or not.
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe we should throw in some robot goats to go on the front of the chariot.
I got my conditions, so I'm good.
No, let's not go crazy.
I mean, I'd be okay with that.
I was about to type robot goats on the notes.
We want them to take us serious now.
Well, you've got a Willy Wonka vending machine y'all are already asking for, so...
Look,
Oh,
it's a magical place. Wait,
it's
no,
mine. Nobody else can have any.
Oh, I thought we'd work in lifetime supply for all of us.
Oh, just the cherry stuff. Just the cherry stuff is mine. You guys can have any other color, flavor, whatever, but the cherry stuff is mine.
He has an endless supply. Y'all can't have any.
No, I'm kidding. You guys can have some.
Y'all can have his cherry. Okay, so y'all fly back in, and as y'all land, y'all see Jazz on the roof, just like waiting expectantly.
The asshole knew we would sign. Maybe we shouldn't.
Is he tapping his toes?
No, he's like just like got a big grin and like he's just like very
Oh, what the fuck?
high energy. And, like as y'all come in for a landing and the chariot shuts down, he's just like, "That was amazing, you guys. Y'all are. I knew we made the right choice. The way y'all stopped those two, oh, it was superb. Oh yeah, and the media loves it. It is."
You mean the way we made one throw up and the other one eat the vomit?
Yeah, is there still vomit on Respec?
A little bit. He's like, no.
You know
what?
You know what it takes to get this out?
Do what?
You know what it takes to get this? We should have added dry cleaning.
Well, I mean, everything y'all wanted to do, y'all still have to basically relay to them. Y'all didn't add it directly to the contract itself, so y'all can still add anything y'all thought of on the way or whatever.
No, I had Crown and I was writing.
Well, right, but I mean, it won't be official unless it's retyped up. That's why you need more makeup. You used all of your eyeliners.
So now I'm
write
scribbling dry cleaning on there.
You're like, nobody knows about that. Y'all, I mean, y'all got the job done. Y'all did it quick. Nobody got hurt.
Well, one person got hurt.
Nobody who
anaphylactic shock.
She has a sore throat. She'll be okay.
And ultimately, what he's trying to, because he is an adult, so he does have influence over y'all. And by just going on about how great y'all did and you saving the day and all this, he's trying to raise y'all's savior and lower y'all's mundane.
Woo.
It's up to
so
you
we
to
could
accept
either resist or...
Right.
I want to resist just out of principle.
Okay.
I'll take it. I'm sure that Mr.
I'm
Body's
thinking I'll take it. Because we're feeling like saviors right now. We saved the day.
I'm definitely sure that Mr. Body's like eating it up.
Like candy.
Oh, yes. Like cherry. So we take the changes.
Yeah, if y'all want to.
Damn it, is resist just the flat 2d6?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I took the changes.
If you're going to resist, like, go through the process of what you're thinking and why you're resisting. Like.
Actually, I should probably resist because I'm feeling guilty. So let me undo that. Be like, we weren't heroes. We made her gag on her friends.
Oh, that's right. You were pretty upset about that. I forgot about that part.
And you're feeling guilty already.
Yeah. I mean, if I wasn't feeling guilty, I'd probably take it, but...
I rolled a 9, so is that resisting?
Yeah.
Well, maybe he makes you feel better about... Maybe he takes off the guilty condition because he makes you feel better about it. I don't remember what you have to do to get those taken
guilty,
off.
I think you have to sacrifice something.
Okay.
Normally.
Sacrifice a goat.
And when you successfully reject someone's influence like that, since you got a 9,
Yeah.
you choose to, if you have any conditions, you can clear one, or you can mark potential. You can shift one of your labels up and one of your labels down of your choice. Or you can cancel their influence against you and take a +1 on all your rolls going against them going forward.
Ooh.
I don't think we ever actually said if anyone took a condition, but I was probably feeling guilty about the whole...
Well, if you don't have an actual condition marked on your sheet, then there's nothing to clear.
Yeah, I have
okay.
guilty actually marked.
Oh, okay.
I just to suggest, I think that clearing the influence that this guy has over you would be a good.
Yeah.
I mean, not just good, but it also makes sense. You're just like, you know, I don't know, like, I think as a I'm metagaming here. As a player, I, you know, don't trust this person. But
Since
Mr.
he's
Body,
trying to-
I think, trusts this person. But I think that, like, you know, you guys, I think that Polymer and Respec already kind of don't trust. I know Respec doesn't. Polymer kind of doesn't, I would think.
Yeah.
And then this, like, this whole spiel of, oh my God, you guys are awesome, just sounds like he's, you know,
Since he's
trying to
trying to
beat you
drop
guys up.
mundane, should we roll mundane?
No, I
Or
mean, if you're
we're
trying
rolling
to,
something else to resist.
you roll the flat 2d6 that's underneath your
Well,
labels.
that's Polymer. Okay.
I don't know, but that's up to you, Polymer.
Yeah.
I guess
No,
I don't resist.
That actually makes sense. I'll clear his influence on me then. Because
I
you're
guess
at, like,
I still.
fully
Yeah.
trust.
So by failing to resist,
He gets even more influence. Yes.
well, he does actually. He gets because of the words actually, like the stuff he's saying, it actually just it hits you really hard, and so you're going to be marking a condition based on your reaction to what he's saying.
Ugh. Name.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And your
Normally
labels still
when
adjust.
to what?
And your labels still adjust.
Yeah, I just adjusted the labels. I'm not sure which condition because I'm already guilty. And if I'm buying what he's saying, then I'm probably not angry.
Insecure, maybe?
Maybe.
Like you felt one way, he's saying this, you're not really sure how to feel now.
Yeah, I'll mark insecure.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Jeez, Respec needs some help.
Well, I guess if you say so.
They've been looping it on the news. Y'all want to see what they're showing? Oh, it's great.
And in my head, all I've got is vomit going in, vomit going out, vomit going in, vomit.
And we're all linked. So no, that's in all of our heads. Thanks.
You got vomit PTSD now.
Well, I think we could just send conscious stuff if we want.
Oh, well, yeah. But if you're really focusing on that, I would imagine we're all picking up like a surface layer.
Okay, if y'all like.
Well, okay. So what happens is as Respec is focusing on this thought with the vomit so much, y'all don't actually pick that up, but for some reason y'all start to slightly smell it.
Ah.
And it's just a scent memory, but y'all can't really tell that that's what it is, and so like, yeah, just the smell of vomit kind of creeps across your brain a little bit.
So that's a scene aspect now, right?
Vomit brain aspect.
Get out of my head.
But yeah, so he's asking if y'all wanted to like head in and like see what they're showing about y'all on the news.
Yeah, I guess it would sort of like the,
Yeah, sure.
one, how much of it people did see, and then also I guess just the way I'd be spending whatever happened.
Does this company own any news outlets?
They might have like a newspaper, but beyond that, or internet newspaper type of thing, a news website. But
yeah, I wasn't sure. Like, Fox is owned by somebody.
But
and
at the moment, they don't, to your knowledge, and you did do research on them, they don't actually have like a media company they own or a network they own.
Okay.
So he leads y'all back down to the meeting room we had the first time. There's a new layout of food.
Oh, food! Someone will enjoy that.
I don't know after what happened last time he ate their food.
Yeah.
But
no thanks. Like I said, vomit in, vomit out.
Products.
So y'all get in, y'all take y'all seats, and he clicks on the TV and switches it to a news channel that's showing it, and they're cycling through the clips. They talk about the young heroes who saved the day at the festival, and the scenes they show the milk octopus, and y'all soaking it up with the statue. They show Polymer dropping down and like taking out Cassiel by absorbing her. You see Respec like kind of run in, and this is all kind of from a distance a little bit for the most part, some zoom in shots, but because none of them were actually right there on scene, they were at the edge of the park.
Yeah, we would have cleared them out.
You see Respec kind of jump in and punch Cassiel. Then there's like a close-up of Mr. Body's masked head, like, and the next thing you see is the grass octopus rising up and taking down Cassiel, and then it cuts to y'all handing over the villains, turning them into Aegis, and then flying off. There's no scenes of any vomit. You can't tell that Mr. Body was half naked. Like, it's all like really good spin, but none of it's a lie. But they don't show any of the more embarrassing things.
You know, if they can do this more often, we could actually be presented as heroes.
I wonder if this has some sort of effect over us to where we're conscious that people are watching, like, and not just the people that are there on the scene, but like the whole world is watching. So like if Mr. Body would suddenly be less likely in the future to, even though they edited things, but like if he would be less likely to, like, you know, strip his clothes off. You know.
Oh yeah, same here since Project Olympian is still out there.
Well, yeah,
like,
and so that's a good point. So let's go through and start with Mr. Body. Like, mentally, like, how are you responding? Like, what's going on in your head as you watch this, like, really well-edited clip showing y'all out to be heroes?
So, Mr. Body himself, my character, would probably be super, like, I think he's eating this up. Because he loves superheroes. He's got that I want to get everybody's autograph thing, and he's a little naive. So because he just likes everybody and he wants to be liked.
Yeah.
So I think that he's probably like, wow, we did all that. That's awesome. You know, kind of like I don't know if you guys have ever been in a film where you've like filmed something, but there's this, you know, going through all the scenes and acting everything out is cool and fun, but once you see the finished product and it makes a cohesive story and everything, you're like, whoa, I made that. Right. So I kind of think that that's how he'd be feeling right now. Like he would really like it.
Okay.
But I think that in the back of his mind, as like a little double-edged thing to this, he would be conscious of of decisions he makes in the future, knowing that they have such good coverage of this.
Okay. Polymer?
Basically, all that double-edged thing he was talking about, except bringing that right up front. Like, it's cool, you know, getting to see how we saved the day and stuff, but like the main thing I'm focusing on is that shot of me absorbing her, because that's not something that most people can do. And so I know, you know, if anyone from Project Olympian out there saw it, they definitely, like, even though my face is covered in a hood and stuff like that, they definitely, like, know that was me. So I'm going to be probably a little more cautious for, like, openly using my powers now and stuff. And also a little bit worried, like, oh my God, did they see it?
Okay. And Respec.
Mechanically speaking, I think that this was what shifted my labels more than what Spaz said on the roof.
Like what he said started kind of making you question it, and then seeing how it was presented really hit home.
Yeah, this raised my superior and lowered my mundane. This is what did it. I don't trust Spaz, but Come on, we're teenagers. We're supposed to make up names for everything.
Right.
I don't particularly trust it because I know it's selective.
Yeah.
But at the same point, it's like, you know what? All those heroes I looked up to, they go through this. They know what this is like. I'm not seeing the bad side of them.
Right, and that's a good point too. Is if y'all are seeing this, y'all know what really happened. How much embarrassing shit have the USA actually done that nobody really sees?
Yeah. All them other heroes that we look up to.
There might be a lot more vomiting going on in superheroing than you ever imagined.
Yeah.
Right, and they probably didn't show, there probably wasn't any indication of the villain, almost actually dying.
Right.
I don't know about almost actually dying. I mean, I didn't realize she was dying when I whispered in her ears, I can go back in.
Well, I think I'm the one that saved her, right? Or was it?
Yeah, you stopped the.
That's right. I stopped her shock.
Right.
So
I'm a monster.
You're a monster. I forced it in. That sounded wrong.
I don't know. I just
but I was prepared to have you send it back in.
It's true.
After seeing the results. Yeah, so I'm feeling pretty confident, pretty pumped up, I guess.
Okay.
And
Jazz is just watching the whole time. He's just like, he's almost like, he's like shadow boxing along with it almost, like with every hit and stuff like that. Like he's really excited.
Okay, that takes me out of the moment. Kind of look at him out of the corner of my eye. I got that look.
But having talked to the lawyer and gone through the contract, like it's all because he's seeing dollar signs with this.
Who's our liaison between the company? Is it going to be Chaz?
Yes. Yes.
I'm deliberately not getting his name right.
Well, and don't forget, like last minute, after y'all
picture a Chad.
After y'all put Sherbert Sky into the inhibitor cell for Aegis, that y'all did pick up the thought of her thinking about Zeta Core somewhere in her head.
That's right.
So we put it to the contract to have a different liaison. My character probably asked at some point, just jokingly.
Well, so after that's done, he's like, "What'd y'all think? Isn't that, I told y'all it was amazing."
Yeah, it's great. Super cool.
Well, they captured Polymer's good side.
I'm just like, yeah, we did that. That's awesome. We're superheroes, guys.
So, okay. So, let's get down to business. The contract.
Oh, I thought you meant defeating the Huns.
It took y'all a while to get back, so I'm assuming y'all had it checked out.
Yeah, I pulled out the copy that we had with the crown.
So all of the changes y'all wanted, you just wrote them all down in crayon on your copy.
Yeah. Unless anybody has objections.
We gotta get this guy a pen.
Okay, yeah, if nobody has objections.
Or maybe I did it in chalk, because I can use chalk to make notes on like sidewalks and stuff. I wouldn't carry around a crown.
Well, I was saying, maybe that's why you wanted like makeup, because you used the last of your eyeliner writing.
Oh, good point.
Yeah, that's good.
While at the lawyer's, because the lawyer did not have a pen.
Shit,
Or no,
those
we
are-
did it in pen at the lawyer's, but then all the way back we're adding stuff.
yeah. That's on the way back was when we were adding.
eyeliner.
Okay, so do you really add in there about wanting somebody else as the liaison? I just need to know for his
my
reaction
character
purposes.
My character would want that, but I think for story purposes, Jazz works fine.
Well, no, I mean, like, it's just so I know how to react as he reads through So did you actually write it on there or not? Because your character would want that. So then, did you or not? Because it'll change how I say what happens when he goes through reading over what y'all want.
Yeah, say we want somebody other than Spooge. Because my character can't remember his name.
He calls him something different every time.
Okay. So,
So even when I'm writing it down on the contract, I don't get his name right.
So on the contract, you call him Spooge?
No, it'd probably still be something like Spaz or Jazz or
Jazz
not
is
Jazz.
his name.
Chaz.
I think Chaz is probably good.
Okay.
Raz.
I don't think you would write. I think you would know better than to write something insulting on there, since you know that he was going to read it. I don't know, maybe not.
Maybe Raz. Let's say I wrote down Raz.
Okay. So he starts reading through it. Yeah, makeup. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, we can sit you down. You look at Mr. Body. We can get those producer credits on there for you. That's not a problem. Let's see.
Does he realize the makeup is for Mr. Body? Because since we have 2 girls in our group, I feel like it'd be funny if he assumed it was us.
Yeah, let's say we weren't putting anybody's particular names for each request.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So he starts going through and we can producer credit. We can get y'all that. Yeah, we can probably retrofit a vending machine to look like Willy Wonka. Shouldn't be too difficult for the guys down in tech.
Well, it'd be like they just get one of those Zoltan machines, and instead of spitting out fortunes, it's spitting out candy.
Just at a single nerd each time.
We just don't know which candy it's going to be.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
So we check it each day to see what kind of day we're going to have, and we tell that by which candy it spits at us.
Yes, we check that, all of us, not just one day.
Yeah, we can get a swimming pool in there. We can. Might have a little issue with the NDA and having somebody to discuss everything with. Might need you to use some code words instead of actual names.
Well, you understand we're minors and we're supposed to
right.
consult with adults on everything.
Like conceptually, yeah, but like if we have tell you about this one project, might need you to use a different project name, but still.
I mean, every teenager discusses things with adults.
I think at that point, Jazz would probably be like, he'd be like, well, yeah, you're going to discuss it with me.
Yeah,
I'm an adult.
I'm not saying you can. I'm saying you might need to develop a system to where you're not still giving away tech specs, maybe, or actual names of what we're developing, and just use it as a code. But yeah, we can work with it.
Well, it has more to do with moral issues.
Yeah, no, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I thought you meant like if we showed you some tech thing we wanted to let y'all try out and went and started talking to somebody about like the specs of it that we told y'all about. No, like that we are a business. But moral issues.
Well, Remort would be really, really upset with me if I was not sharing just what I was doing on a day-to-day basis with him. I mean, I've got to timestamp that shit.
No, that's fine. I just, there's not necessarily going to be a whole lot that will fall under the NDA. If that's just there in case. Most of what y'all will be doing isn't covered by it. Yeah, it's not secret. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we can get you some makeup. He kind of looks at Mr. Body when he says it.
He needs
Mr. Body's like, what?
He needs some. He needs a lot of foundation.
I'm like, why would I need makeup? And I look at him tilting my head.
Well, I don't know. It seemed like you.
Respec,
He's like,
sir, and we
no,
get
man,
foundation.
I didn't ask
Just
for the
use it.
makeup, buddy.
Oh, okay. 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 We can add a pool. We can get you a kiddie pool of cherry Jello.
Did we write sauna in there?
Yeah, sauna. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. This is all entirely doable. Let's see. We can
Did we remember the stable with the ponies?
Well, I thought it was
I'm just joking at this point.
oh.
I was just saying what I can add to it last minute.
He reads the part about the clones, like the concern about the biological control, basically, not the clones per se, but like, no, we're not going to be taking any genetic samples or anything like that. We're not. No, you're fine about that. We can add a clause in there saying prohibiting that if you want. It's not specifically mentioned, but yeah, that's not an issue.
Definitely add that.
But the whole time he's doing this, he's still, even when he's like been kind of like, what? He's
Are
still
we
like,
going to have our own camera crew?
we can make that happen, absolutely.
I mean, that seems like the type of thing you would like. I'm just curious if
Yeah,
we're going to have to deal with that or not.
I mean, yeah, we might, if y'all agree with it, if amenable to the idea, eventually try to do some sort of reality show if you want.
Because that never goes wrong in superheroes.
And then he gets to the part about wanting a different liaison, and he doesn't say it, but you can tell he's at that part because his head just kind of drops and his shoulders slump.
Well, it doesn't have... All I wrote down is, we don't want Raz. That's all I wrote.
Yeah, but he's assuming what that means.
Considering you're openly calling him something different every 2 minutes.
Right.
I don't think I've called him Raz to his face.
No,
yet,
but
though.
you've called him other names though, so it's like clearly he's like, so what's Raz that you don't want?
I'm holding on
Oh,
my.
wait, I just closed my character sheet. Is there a way to roll just guilty? Because right now I'm feeling like a... Can I take a powerful blow? Because that would...
Jesus.
It hit you hard in the emotions.
Yeah,
You're like, shit.
that's what I'm thinking. It's like, man, am I being a bitch?
Yeah, you can. I mean, we can go with that.
Okay. Because I guess I take another condition.
Well,
No, you want to get low.
Or
Yeah,
no,
you-
this is just a response thing,
and
isn't
you
it?
do want to get low. So actually, you succeed.
Okay.
So yeah, because 7 is the minor fail. So yeah, you feel like a little guilty about it, but not so much so where you're just like,
You just... I look at him, I'm like, you just feel a little artificial. You don't come across as your true self.
Oh God, now he's gonna start trying to be quote unquote real.
he just kind of looks up and I'm excited.
Oh! That is right in the feels. Okay.
He's like a monster.
I finally got approval for this project, and they're letting me do it, and I'm just really happy.
All right, I'm sorry. You were just so exuberant, and you came across as very corporate, and I am sorry.
I moved to hug him.
Yeah, can I do a comfort move?
I'm not giving him influence, but damn, the guy needs a hug.
Can I comfort or support? Because I'm the one that added it in there.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's okay. I'm sorry. It's just you came off a little strong, and I'm not comfortable with people.
He kind of clears his throat a little bit, sits upright more. No, it's fine. I understand. I can come off strong sometimes. I know. this is gonna be great, and I'm really excited.
It's just, if you're our liaison, it's a personal connection with the company.
And I want to do right by all of you. I want to make sure that this is what y'all want, and that y'all get what you want, and that this all works out great for everybody.
Is this a moment when we should ask, well, what the hell was what's her face thinking when she thought, I can't remember the name of the company.
Zeta Core.
Zeta Core. When she thought Zeta Core.
I'm assuming you asked that in like the mind link type of thing.
Yeah. Maybe.
Is this what who thought?
It was crap. Which one was it? Cassiel?
No, it was Sherbert's guy.
Oh, that's right. Somebody just last minute thought.
Right, and it was like a surface thought, like from earlier in the day or something.
I don't know. Right now, I'm just if I wasn't already had guilty marked, I'd mark it. I wouldn't even roll.
I could ask it.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, right now, I'm just like, you know what? I made this guy feel bad.
So, should I just ask it, or do I need to make a roll?
Let's see.
There's provoke.
Yeah.
A roll might depend on how you phrase it.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that what I guess what Mr. Body would say is okay. So if you want us to trust you, there's a question that you could answer for us.
Of course.
Why when they were taking Sherbert's guy away, she kind of had a mental surface thought that Respec picked up that was she just thought Zeta Core.
He kind of cocks his head and brings his hand up to his temple, and I don't know. You can roll to pierce the mask.
Okay. Pierce the mask.
Actually, let's see. Yeah, I think that'd probably be best.
I'd probably try, but I'm feeling too guilty right now.
Jeez. And of course it's a plus mundane, which I have like a -2 now.
Yeah.
Respec, did you mark potential for missing the resisting?
No. There.
Nice.
Dang. This mask is gone.
That works.
Your mundane is a +2?
No, it's a -2. Or maybe it's a -1. Hold on.
Well, it rolled a +2. That's what I was asking.
Why?
If you click the dice, it should have automatically did whatever your thing was.
No, it's on my. It says -2.
Huh.
So I
well, I'm just saying what the modifier did on the thing.
Yeah, the die roll says +2.
I didn't add.
So
I didn't.
So you actually got a 7.
Which is still
yeah, it's still a partial hit. So
yeah,
you get to ask one of the questions. What are you planning? What do you want me to do? What do you intend to do? Which how can I get your character to blank or gain influence? I would say it'd probably be a variation of your intentions or planning, maybe. So how would you? So modifying those, what exactly would you want to ask?
I guess he would ask. He would be like, well, you know, why did our villains know about you guys? You know, that's kind of...
Well, to be fair, in that regard, like, just straight up, yeah, like this is a major global corporation. Like,
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
everybody knows about them, but
May I make a suggestion?
Sure.
Even though I'm emotionally not in a place to do anything. But logically, my logical brain might be sending to you something like, did they reach out to this other group?
Okay. Yeah, did you guys reach out to these guys? Like, why, why would you guys reach out to, a villainous group?
and he's just no. If anybody did, I don't know who.
Hmm.
Let me see. Can we, while he's saying that, can we watch his body language? Is this like a guy actually not knowing what's going on, or is it like? Cause I'm wondering if
That would be a Pierce the Mask, probably.
Well, what I'm wondering is if there's any amount of tech in Zeta Core that could be like messing with his head, and like maybe he does know, but it's making him not tell us if there's anything like that.
Let's see.
I don't know. It's likely a case of the tail wagging the dog.
No, I mean he seems genuine as far as you can tell. I'd say, yeah, go ahead and roll a Pierce the Mask. And we'll just use it as like a observation type of check.
Okay.
You can't tell anything's not on the level with what he's saying.
Okay. Well.
And mark potential.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not emotionally in a place to really pierce any mask right now. I'm feeling bad for this guy. I'm like, man, I just tried to get him fired, and all this is just what he wants with his life is to do some good
and make money.
Well,
but who doesn't?
Can't fault him for that,
right?
If he can do good and make money, I mean,
right. So I can look into it, but I haven't heard anything about anybody reaching out to any villains or anything like that. I mean, that would be illegal.
I'm gonna tell him, okay, if you can find out some information for us, that would be really good, and that would probably go a really long way for us, because we want a liaison with this company that we can trust.
Absolutely. So, does this mean y'all are gonna sign?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, this needs retyped with all this this chalk.
Right.
Edited.
But ultimately, like, so once I get this down to legal and they modify with the changes, y'all are gonna sign.
Out of character.
Yeah.
I probably also contacted my mentor.
Okay.
Because I would have asked his opinion. Because I need my mentor to keep training me to, keep control.
Okay. Well, one of the last things you said was he had wanted you to kind of make your own decisions, and you wanted kind of watching to see your life choices, basically. So where I'm going with that is, having said that previously, what did he tell you? Because he doesn't seem to be the most like micromanaging type.
He's not, and he also doesn't know much about people. Even though he's psychic Batman, he really doesn't understand people. I think that's part of why he took me on. Is he's just trying to understand people.
Okay.
Mine. I'm sorry to barge in, but my Pierce the Mask on my character sheet is linked to Freak.
Weird.
Oh, that makes sense. You can
is that
probably change the link. There's a drop down.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I might have just messed up
Okay.
Yeah, it might have just been an accident.
Okay.
Because I added all those manually, so it might have just slipped by.
Oh, okay. All right. Never mind. Yeah, I definitely believe that you could have fucked up there.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Okay.
helpful.
So
Okay. Yes.
yeah.
Got that figured. Okay. Sorry.
I'm going to guess that I do not have his permission, but I also don't have his disapproval.
I mean, from what you've said about him, that sounds about right. Sort of a.
You have his do
Well,
whatever you.
They,
He's trying to learn about humanity through me, I
Right.
think. Because all he knows about humans is that they fear him.
so is he not human, or is he just like really
Well, I
bad,
left
really
that
bad at
open.
emotions?
Part of the reason he has that mask, I kind of elongated the face a little bit.
Okay.
So I almost imagine like it could be a lizard person under there, or an alien, or it could be a human.
Okay. So given that, has Respec seen him without the mask?
No.
Okay.
Nobody has seen him without the mask.
Okay.
Not even like if it's Batman and Superman, Superman hasn't even seen him without the mask.
Okay.
Dang.
Yeah. So
It's good to know.
I guess I'm gonna sign then. Because what's the worst that can happen?
Great. So he
Can I count this as a can I use this to clear and secure, take a foolhardy action without talking to your team? Although we've been talking, so I
Yeah.
guess that doesn't count.
no.
Haha.
Let's see. So you have guiltless or guilty and insecure marked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Respec says yes, and
I'll
so
sign.
the other two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So he pulls out his phone and like types in some sort of text or whatever, and a few seconds later, a intern comes walking in. He's like, "Get this down to legal. Have him rewrite it. Get it up to me ASAP." Yes, sir. And he just takes off.
Aw.
Wait, can we pierce the mask on the guy that they just sent in?
The intern.
Yeah, because he seems really, although he's an intern,
Yeah.
I could just be being an intern.
Interny goodness.
Well, you have telepathy too, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's use telepathy. Is he feeling threatened by Jazz?
like all you hear in his mind is just like a mantra repeated over and over. Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up.
Okay.
Don't fuck up.
That's
don't
normal.
Fuck up. Don't fuck
That's
up.
normal. I dismiss that. That's normal. They work for free. They're slaves. We understand. Interns are slaves.
So he runs off and
In
Jazz is like, okay, wait, we got food over there if you want any of that. If you want, we can give you a temporary costume and get your outfit cleaned.
Oh, look at all the variety of cheeses.
Well,
Yeah. He does.
Anybody feel like cheese?
like at the center of the table, there's actually a like little cheese carving of the three of you.
Mr. Body gags.
He sees that. I guess I should have realized that. I'm sorry.
We still have the smell. I still got the thing going through my head, so they still got the smell.
But no, he did offer to have your suit cleaned, Respec, if you want. They have a temporary like outfit you can wear and hide your identity and all that.
No, I don't feel like changing here.
Okay. So he's like, all right, so now we should. And before he can finish that thought, there's just as the power turns off in the building. He's
Oh,
like,
great.
What?
I suppose we should have put in our base that we want a separate generator. Too late now.
And, well, y'all are, I guess, kind of looking around, and he's like, pulls out his phone, starts like punching stuff in, trying to figure out what's going on. Outside,
Is his phone working?
Yeah, the phone is working.
Okay.
Outside the big glass windows of the meeting room, you see other people just kind of like looking around and throwing their hands up because they lost what they were working on their computer and things like that. And then you just outside.
That's why you save every 15 minutes.
Outside the windows overlooking the city, every like 5 feet apart along the windows, you just see a rope drop down.
Huh. Normally that means somebody's rappelling into the building.
He sees this too. He stands up and like kind of backs against the wall. He's like, what?
That doesn't happen in corporate buildings. That only happens in comic book. Oh.
So that from above at the same time, 3 on one side of it, because there's a corner meeting office. 3 on one side, 3 on the other. Black suited, like military-looking outfits. 6 people drop down and kick in through the glass. The glass shatters inwards. They hit the ground. The ropes break free. And they both all pull out like this high-tech looking weapon. Nobody move!
Do they have any insignia?
Polymer, you recognize them as Project Olympian agents.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, shit.
Fetal position.
Jazz is just like hands up against the wall. Like he's like looking at y'all like, well, like you can tell in his eyes he wants y'all to do something. So they came in, they say that, they have the guns out. What y'all's initial responses?
All right, I'll try to get Jazz out of here while you two hold down the fort. I mean, I'm going to get back as soon as I can, but I still see Jazz as a civilian.
I mean, yes.
Okay. Polymer, did you actually go in a fetal position?
Well, not fully, but like freaking out for sure.
Okay, so consciously you're not really conveying it, but body and Respec, y'all pick up ambient thoughts from Polymer.
Polymer, do you want to take Jazz out of here while we...
Yes. Please, I will. Yes.
Oh, Polymer, one thing, too, that I realized that we weren't doing is your Doom moves.
Yeah.
You can actually choose to do those, and it'll mark on your Doom track if you do. So they're like extra moves you do have available.
Okay, hang on one second. Let me scroll over to it. So like the Dark Vision, Infinite Power, Portal, all of that jazz, you mean?
Right.
Oh, I thought I could only do it like once, do one once my Doom track filled.
No, those are, looking at it, those like doing those fills your Doom track.
Oh, I had it the other way around. Okay.
Yeah, so did I.
I thought it was like a potential thing.
Yeah, because
like
you're not a mystic character or anything like that. Like you'd have to like narratively explain like how a portal opened up. It'd probably be like a tech portal or something like that. Most likely that somebody you got them to open it. But yeah, you can still do them.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. Well, I guess we could say that they've got portals, or that Zeta Corps has portal tech they're working on. If I get Jazz down to the research floor, or whatever.
Oh wait, no, actually, you know what? I guess I was wrong. Yeah, you were right. The Doom track does have to fill to take them.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
I missed that line. Sorry. But yeah, so Polymer's trying to get Jazz out.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna charge my powers and mark some burn.
Like if it's all happening at once, like they came in and said nobody move, and then y'all's reactions are like instantaneous once y'all decide what y'all are doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to cover for Polymer and Jazz to get out. I guess Captain, since everybody's following my orders, we get +1 to the team pool, and I get +1 forward. Okay. I think that's how that works.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, when you enter battle as a team, add an extra team to the pool, and carry +1 forward if you're the leader.
Okay. So how are you responding then? Because body's gonna be charging, like just instinctively charge up.
Yeah.
First, is there anybody between the path Polymer and Jazz would take to get out of here?
No, they're on the outside of the room near the windows. The door is opposite direction.
Okay, so I'm going to try to engage one that is that's the biggest threat to their escape path.
I mean, none of them are directly in their path.
Well, I mean, you know, which one has the most clear line of sight to, like, the elevators or whatever they would use to get out?
You can't actually see the elevators from the room, so it's a big office floor. Y'all are in like a corner office, a corner meeting room.
Okay, I guess I'll just engage one.
Okay. So how do you do that? What do you do exactly?
I'm going to run in and kick them in the face.
Okay.
For me.
They are wearing like tactical masks, so you can't see their faces. But obviously, if you kick a mask into a face, it will hurt. So just pointing that out.
Okay.
And the suits are they're solid black, but they are very military. You can tell they probably they have some sort of like bulletproof padding, sort of armor underneath.
Actually, I guess I should assess the situation, but right now I'm feeling protective of Jazz because I've been
Okay.
So I'm just going to punch somebody for Jazz.
Just shout out, this is for Jazz. For Jazz.
All right.
Oh, wait, but I can't get his name right. This is for Chaz.
All right, so you can roll to directly engage a threat, and then Mr. Body, you can go ahead and roll to charge up.
Yeah, I might.
This is for Chaz.
One of my burn is boost, so I might let me do this.
My mark of potential because I missed.
Oh, you already rolled.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Well, yeah. Well, y'all are all reacting at the same time. So I mean, if you get a burn, or whatever, and get a boost, you can still add it in.
My boost wouldn't help him. It would be 1 point. So.
Well, let's see. 4. Yeah, you need a 7 because you could get another one by adding a team point, but not 2. So you'd be able to raise it by 2, but that'd still be a miss.
God damn it. Okay. So I get 2 burn and 3 conditions.
Okay.
It's okay. We're protecting the civilian.
Well, given that like a military type group just burst in the window, I'd imagine there's a little bit of afraid, a little bit of angry, and maybe a little hopeless.
Yeah, I guess considering one of your teammates just freaked out and ran off.
Yeah, because like as you start to charge up, Respec moves into action and.
Yeah, I started to feel you wanting to run. And I'm like, get Jazz out of here.
And so as she turns and like leaps into the air to kick one of them in the face, and before she can land, 2 of them just like turn and just and white energy shoots out of the ends of the barrels and slam into her. So roll to take a powerful blow.
Me or Mr. Body?
You.
Okay.
That's why you didn't hit them. They shot you before you could connect.
All right. Let's see here. I know that's on my thing.
It's conditions.
Oh, that makes sense. I was looking under moves. Hey, I get a thing for that, right?
Yeah, you do get potential.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
And so you either lash out verbally, provoking a teammate to take a foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence over one of them to inflict a condition. You can give ground. Your opponent gets the opposition gets an opportunity, or you can struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
Um. Wait, Mark 2 conditions?
But doing this will also clear your guilt because you're making a sacrifice basically to absolve your guilt by putting yourself in
that's
danger.
true. I just threw myself in face of danger because I feel guilty about it.
It also clears your insecure for the same reason. You took a foolhardy action without consulting your team.
All right, I'll clear the 2 of those.
Yeah.
I'll mark angry.
Okay.
And afraid doesn't make sense with angry, I don't think, even though fear and anger are the same parts of the brain.
Maybe insecure again, just because.
Maybe insecure, yeah.
You weren't able to actually connect, and you have like great fighting abilities.
Yeah. Although I did not unleash my powers.
Right.
All right, so I marked the 2.
Like for that particular ability for unleash your powers, I would say it would need to be like an extensive, like very well narrated, taking on multiple opponents type of fighting thing, not just a basic punch or something.
Yeah. Or I could use telepathy.
Well, that too, but I'm saying like for the fighting skill power.
Yeah.
Okay, so Polymer, you're gonna get Jazz out. You see, you see your friends responding, so I guess you run over to Jazz and try to just pull him out, or.
Basically, yeah. It's narrative-wise, I guess he's freaking out to the point that like grabbing Jazz almost has to kind of be an afterthought. Like she's running out anyway, and probably one of these two use the link to shout at her. Grab what's his name?
Okay. So if this were a different system that actually had power mechanics, I would make you roll to see if you accidentally absorbed Jazz when you touched him. and the stress of the situation.
We could get a lot of insight that way.
Yeah, I guess that is a good point, and it would be easier to keep him safe if he's inside me.
You are a minor. Be careful. So do you just merge with them then, or do you get him out of the room?
Pulling him out, but then sort of like absorbing as we go, instead of like just a clean flash like there has been. Like since I'm
so like a fireman putting on his outfit as he goes through the firehouse.
That sort of, yeah. Like,
So,
like as I'm pulling him through the door, kind of remember, oh wait, I should absorb him, and then like that's when it kicks in.
is it still a fast absorption though once you remember, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the process itself is still just the snap.
Okay, because the way you were talking in my head, I was picturing something completely different. I was going to narrate some horribly grotesque merging of the flesh, but that's not what was actually going on. So.
Oh, that would be interesting for the comic as he's going down floors. It's like the head, and then the an arm, and the torso, and the other arm.
So, are you still going to leave the room with him inside of you, or are you going to stay now and like?
No, still leaving. Still leaving.
Okay, because yeah, you're terrified by Olympian having found you. Okay, so when he merges with you though, you do get some insights into his head, and there's like a combination of like ridiculous excitement and incredible fear, and you don't get a sense of like anything he said as being a lie, and like he has no idea about the Vandal Hearts people or anything else, why they were thinking about Zeta Core. But there's also something you haven't actually felt before, and there's part of his mind you can't actually get into. It's like a wall. But okay, so you take the blasts, and it kind of knocks you to the ground. Respec, Mr. Body, you're charged up. Then Polymer is out of the room.
I've got 2 burn. So I'm thinking of doing Reality Storm. So basically what this lets me do is use my, or wait, let me see. Maybe that's not a good idea. It basically lets me use Freak instead of Danger, but...
You have a higher Freak, don't you?
I don't know with my conditions.
Oh.
Oh, no. Okay, never mind. That doesn't affect my... Sorry, I was thinking that affected my... whatchamacallits. my stats, my labels.
Well,
okay.
if you have afraid, that will be a -2 to directly
To
engage a
directly
threat.
engage. Okay. Yeah, that's true.
So
okay,
basically, you'll have a +1.
Okay, so
You have a freak of 3, right?
yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to so I'm going to do Reality Storm, which is basically
Your powers just kind of go nuts.
it's a destructive burst with my powers. So I was
Yeah.
just thinking between us and the guys, or like maybe onto the guys. How many are there?
There's 6.
6. Okay. And
And
where are they positioned? All around?
Yeah, they're along 2 different sides of the wall where the windows were. So 3 of them are basically behind you, and the other 3 are like to your right.
So are these all
2 are
each?
2
so
are sorry. I'm just gonna 2 are aiming at Respec from for Respec just shot him. One of them looks like he's about to break off to chase after Polymer, but hasn't actually broken off yet.
Okay. It's so if I'm directly engaging a threat, does that mean I'm going after one guy, or am I going after all of them, or am I going after a group of them?
You tell me.
Because
especially with the Reality Storm power. Yeah.
What was that?
If you're using powers, it's probably unleash. If you're not using your powers, then it's probably directly engage.
Well, it's using his powers, but it's a charged up Reality Storm burn type of thing, but it still uses directly engage a threat. But given that it creates collateral damage, I'm seeing it as a big thing, so it most likely hit more than one, whatever you end up doing.
Okay, so I'm just going to have the plants just like grow huge and like wrap around the bad guys, whichever ones they can touch, they can get to.
Okay. So
that uses 1 burn. I have 2 burn. I guess, and if I need to, I can use that other burn to end the collateral damage. But that'll be all my burn.
We're teenagers. Why worry about collateral damage?
Yeah, and you're under attack from 6 paramilitary agents. You probably aren't too concerned about collateral damage right now.
Yeah. Plus, I guess on the bright side, we don't have to pay for it.
True that.
Yeah, save the burn.
Okay. Okay, directly engage a threat. Oh, actually
roll freak and subtract 2.
Cancel. So do I need to put -2 in the input value?
Yeah. Well, it didn't take the -2, but either way, it is still a hit. It's a 9 though instead of an 11.
Why didn't it put the -2 in?
I don't know.
Okay.
So you get to pick one. You can.
Yeah, I can't see his sheet, but if he has freak at +2, then the -2 would have been 0.
He has +3 on freak.
Yeah, I have 3
on
freak.
Yeah, it just did +0, so he actually rolled a 12 then.
It says 5 + 6 + 0.
Oh yeah, you're right. So it's a full hit.
Yeah, so it would have been a 12. Yeah. I don't know what's up with that.
So you can pick from resist to avoid their blows. They're not really moving it. You can take something from them, create an opportunity from your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. You get to pick 2.
2. Okay, so I want to disarm them.
Okay.
And I also want to, I guess, hold on to them to maybe slow them down, or maybe not hold on to them, but slow them down somehow so that Respec and Polymer can.
Okay, so
I guess Respec cover and Polymer can get away with.
So you're going to take their weapons and their mobility.
Yeah.
Okay. So the 2 plants. And what kind of motions do you make whenever you use your powers? Like, do you do gestures or anything, or you just like kind of stand there and think, or?
Yeah, he kind of, you know, raises his arms up. He raises his arms up and links his fingers together and then pulls towards himself.
Okay. So as you do that, as you bring your hands down, pulling in towards yourself, the two plants in the side of the room, you can feel your connection going into them on a natural level, like you're part of the plants, as they suddenly and rapidly start to grow, the stalk expanding rapidly in size, the leaves extending out, the vines of the leaves kind of wrapping around three of the guards, knocking their guns away, and just constricting them in place. The other three kind of turn at that and they start firing in the direction, but they just start blasting at chunks of the plant, and you see greenery kind of flying, which I'll actually giving you an opportunity to Respec. So three of them are now bound and disarmed, and the plants are still growing, and it's like cracking the ceiling, and some of them are growing, part of it growing out of the building as well through the broken windows.
Does that clear any of my conditions? Does that clear like afraid?
Do you have angry marked? I don't remember which one you have.
Yeah, I do.
I would say that probably clears angry.
Okay.
Yeah, afraid is run from something difficult.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely didn't run.
No. Okay. Cool.
Okay, so Respec. None of them have their attention on you now, and three of them have been disarmed and are being constricted by plants.
All right. I'm going to assume that I got grass stains on my costume. I'm going to be like, do you know how hard it is to clean this out? And I'm just going to do a psychic burst.
Okay, like a general broad spectrum, or to one of them in specific?
Thinking a general broad spectrum, because I'm not focused.
Okay.
I'm angry. I'm insecure. I'm just lashing out at this point.
Okay. So go ahead and roll to unleash your powers.
Okay. Do I add anything to that? I
you
don't
add-
think so, because... Oh, wait. He gave me a...
Well, you have a +1 for forward, then.
Okay. Got a +1 for forward, and he gave me an advantage or something?
Yeah, I'm supposed to create...
Is that another +1?
Yeah, we'll call it that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
God.
I rolled a 1 plus a 4.
Well, that only had
Plus
1 + 1, but you had 2, so it's actually a 7.
Well, I'm at -1 on free.
Oh, okay.
That's why it probably did that. I'm going to mark a potential, which is going to get me a level up, but...
Well,
I could use one of these team points, though, couldn't
that's
I?
what I was going to say, yeah.
Let's do that instead, because I don't feel like leveling up right this minute. All right, so I'll use that one, maybe? So that gets me to 7.
Well, somebody else would need to use it.
Oh,
And
okay.
explain how they're helping you with your action in some way or another. So in this case,
That's a good point.
because we're still kind of learning with all this, I guess. Mr. Body, do you mind if I use you a little bit for this?
I'm just screaming out with telepathy.
Right, but because of the mental connection, while you're completely lost, Mr. Body is actually surprisingly focused, and his focus actually helps you subconsciously reach out with a little more aim than you actually think you have.
That makes sense.
And so take a team point to give you a +1.
Okay, I don't think we can move these at all. I think that's all on, yeah.
So for some reason. So you actually have 3. They just won't let me move.
Yeah, I think on your end, if you want us to control these, I think you have to actually right-click them and...
Well, I'm moving them, but even for me, some of them are locked in place for some reason.
Okay, so that was Unleash Your Powers. I Barely passed.
Woo!
Okay, so you reach out with your psychic burst, and you feel some resistance, like they have some sort of psionic dampeners, but you have such anger going on and just a lack of control that actually breaks through momentarily a couple of them, and the two closest to you just kind of like drop to their knees and like grabbing at their heads. You don't know how long it'll last, but they are now disarmed. The gun's at their feet. They're on their knees. 3 more are tied up by plants still. So there's only 1 left with a gun actually in hand, and he just kind of like looks at Mr. Body, looks at Respec, looks at Mr. Body, looks at Respec, and then jumps on the table and runs after Polymer.
Yeah, sorry. Right now, my character's not in a good place, emotionally speaking.
Right.
And that's not good for a telepath.
So, yeah, Polymer, you're running out with Jav. Where are you heading to? Just the other side of the thing? You going to the elevator? You going to the stairs? You going to the roof?
Probably stairs, whichever. Yeah, stairs would have been probably what I got to first. So.
You do what?
The chariot's up there.
Yeah, on the roof. But they came from the roof, though, so you don't know what they might have up there.
Then, yeah, stairs. Just running kind of half blindly downward.
Okay. So as you're running down the stairs, trying to go down as fast as you can, like, you can kind of hear a very loud, like crashing coming from outside the stairwell, but it sounds like something smashing down through the ceiling as you run down. But it sounds like it's a few floors above you still.
Okay.
Okay, so Mr. Body, you're up. Two guys are on their knees grabbing at their heads, and 3 are still being constricted by your plants.
And right now, you're the most emotionally stable of all of us.
Yeah.
Can I see? What about the guy that's running after Polymer?
Yeah, he's at the edge of the room, about to leave the room, going after. So they're still in the room if you wanted to do something or chase after or whatever.
By the way, you need to let me know if you want me to break the mind link, because right now you're getting emotions from both myself and Polymer, along with the smell of vomit.
Yay.
That's still around.
Probably.
It's faint, but it's there.
So I think I'm going to use... So I've got 1 more burn. I'm going to use that to do shielding to call the...
While this is going on, just sorry, before you make a decision, you do hear the booms on the other side of the floor starting to happen, like something crashing down through. You hear a couple of them, like as something smashes into the floor and then like breaks down through the next one. But you can't see what it is.
Maybe we should all run to the stairwell.
And you can act while you're running too, of course. I just wanted to throw that in there so if it affects what you do.
Well, I mean, I was gonna do a defend on Polymer, but Polymer's not in sight. Like he's in the stairwell now, so I don't think I can really do that. Or shielding.
Right.
So I think I'm gonna use move. So I can basically use 1 burn to move at any place I choose within the scene, breaking through or slipping past any barriers or restraints in your way.
Okay.
And a second burn to move. I don't have a second burn. Anyway, so I want to move towards the stairwell. I want to try to get into the stairwell, and then and I guess the way I'll do that, we're like inside a room, right?
Yeah, it's a fairly sizable meeting room, but it does have the door is open, the windows are smashed out, but it also has another 2 walls of glass windows, like looking at the surrounding office building area.
Okay, so which direction is the stairwell?
If you're facing like the door is like forward and towards the left, like a northwest if you're looking down on a map.
Okay, so basically he just kind of like turns into this long, stretchy thing, and then like this long, stretchy line of body mass, and then goes into the stairwell.
Oh.
Okay, so you ooze Respec. I know you're like kind of lost or whatever in your head, but you do happen to notice whether how much it registers or not for the first time you're seeing this. Mr. Body like kind of like elongates and his limbs kind of disappear as he turns into like this almost like this floating mass of just biological matter, organs in different places and shapes as he oozes up in the air and kind of like snakes somehow in the sky very quickly out of the room. As he passes the other Olympian agent, it actually hits him upside the head and he kind of stumbles and falls a little bit. And Mr. Body, you're speeding through the office, and you see the stairwell, but you also see this giant hole in the floor. You actually snake down through the hole in the floor and then bust into the stairwell a couple floors down. And as you look down, you can see Polymer a few floors still running down. And Polymer, you still hear more like crashing through as you're running.
Great. That's super encouraging.
Respec.
I'm going to try to center myself because I'm certain they're piping hallucinogens into the system now.
I think he would know. I think
they're
he would
testing
know.
us. And I haven't seen Mr. Body do this before, have I?
That's the first time you've seen him do it. But I mean, you know, his abilities of biokinesis can allow for some crazy stuff. It's just the most crazy you've seen him personally do to himself.
Yeah, so right now, between my mental state and seeing that, I'm like, wait, they're drugging us. This is the Scarecrow coming. No. This is them pumping drugs into the... So I'm going to try to center myself. I'm not sure what I need for that, though.
Well,
Maybe assess the situation. Be mindful of your surroundings. No, that's a...
Well, no. Narratively, you take a breath and you manage to calm yourself. So you still take a action or do something else if you want to.
Yeah.
As you center yourself, you notice the two people on the ground, kind of like they're still in pain, grabbing at their heads, but it looks like it's wearing off.
Okay. I grab one by the back of the head or the hair or whatever, the mask.
Yeah.
And I lift up their head and I yell in their ear, "Who sent you?" I imagine like my mentor probably got a voice modulator.
He doesn't respond.
Bastard.
Yeah, I slam their head into the ground.
Okay. Yeah, as it hits the ground, but no noises come out or anything as it does. There's no oof or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm imagining this. Now I'm certain I'm going crazy and I'm imagining this. I think that's the thing. When you're a telepath, you gotta question if everything's in your head or not.
Huh?
And so at this point, it's like, wait, there was no sound. And I haven't seen Mr. Body do that. Am I in my head? Is there another telepath messing with me? Am I being drugged?
Well, that works with your insecure stat too.
Yeah.
Can I sense this through the telepathic link?
Yeah. So right now, I'm trying to run through all the possibilities in my head.
Yeah, y'all are getting some impressions of like the confusion and the sudden thought that maybe y'all are imagining this. But you know that's coming from Respec, not yourself.
And I'm like, okay, so I'm just like, maybe can I like telepathically comfort or support him?
Yeah.
Like, no, dude, it's me.
Yeah. You roll comfort
Although
support.
it's a plus mundane, so I don't know if I want to do that since I'm like super not mundane now.
Yeah, I realize I'm a burden right now. I'm just...
Well, I mean,
That's what I picture my character doing, though.
There's no penalty on comfort or support if you fail.
Okay. Dope.
Well,
I could use a...
if Polymer wants to try to help too, we can use a team point to add a +1.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all mentally linked.
I mean, I'm still freaking out, but I guess I'm like still sort of, I guess, level-headed enough to be like, no, dude, this is just who they are.
Yeah, this is a continuation from the last session. I think I came out the shakiest from the last session.
Yeah. Okay, so you hear coming through as you assess everything in your head, thinking it's a hallucination or you've been drugged or it's another telepath. You hear both Mr. Body and Polymer come through that and like saying, "No, this is real. Get your shit together. This is real." And it clears your insecurity, Mark.
Oh, okay.
All right, we help.
I'll take that. Okay, now I'm just angry.
So yeah, your mind kind of clears a bit, and you realize that no, this is happening.
I'm using that anger to focus in their words.
Yes, use
So
your
a 7 is a hit.
Yeah.
It says he marks potential on a hit.
Well, it's mark potential, clear condition, or ship the labels.
Sorry. Never mind. Carry on. I'll shut up.
I've gotten
Well, that works too. I've gotten
enough wrong.
so I'm no longer feeling guilty.
Yeah, or insecure.
Yeah, insecure.
Okay.
Got rid of guilty earlier.
Right. Okay, so
it's hard to keep up with the emotions of a teenager.
Polymer, it's been a long run. You're definitely feeling it. And I take back what I said earlier. You don't hear the smashes. You just you feel them. You feel the vibrations because you can't hear them. And Polymer's gone. Okay.
Okay, hang on. Sorry, I accidentally backed out. Repeat that.
Yeah, earlier I was saying you were hearing the smashing. Getting reverb. I don't know what you were doing before where we couldn't hear ourselves. But you feel the vibrations of something smashing from above. You don't actually hear it for obvious reasons. And you finally reach the ground floor and you bust out of the stairwell into like a large lobby type area.
Well, I mean, actually, as long as I've got jazz absorbed, I can.
Oh, okay. So when you pick people up, you can hear through them, through their ability.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Basically, like my body or the power / my body counts that as a deficiency, so it's automatically accounted for along with whatever other abilities they might have.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so then you do hear it, and people are running out of the building still. Some people, elevators open and people just pour out. Emergency generator for the elevators apparently is a thing in the building, even though the rest of the power is off. Other stairwells, people are flooding out, but nobody was coming down yours. The smashing kind of kept people away. So you bust out into the lobby.
Okay, is Mr. Body in the lobby or is he in the stairwell?
If you happen to look back while you were running, you would see a green biomass snake-like thing flying down the stairwell. Again, not really, never seen it before, but based on the confirmation that Mr. Body gave to Respec, you do realize it is Mr. Body somehow. So you know he's behind you, but he's not out in the lobby area yet.
Oh, okay. I was thinking he was ahead of me, so I thought it would be funny if I just ran smack right into him.
So once you hit the lobby, anything you do in particular, or you gonna leave the building, or?
Now that I guess, I mean not safety obviously, but safe enough that Jazz would be able to run himself out, because I'm guessing there are probably a lot of people already in the lobby leaving.
Right.
I'll go ahead and spit him back out, and I'm just sort of looking nervously between the door and the stairwell. Like, do I go back and help my friends, which is what I should do, but at the same time, you know, it's Project Olympian, so there's always that part of me that's like, no, get the hell away.
Yeah.
So until I guess Mr. Body catches up, and I'm sort of sitting there looking between the two, like,
Okay. So, just to make sure, you did release Jazz, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I picking up on his emotions since we're tied?
Yeah.
I'm just going to try to send a mental thing of hide. Don't leave the building. Hide.
I can't believe I didn't think to grab one of their guns after I disarmed them. So I might suggest that to Respec telepathically.
Okay.
Since I did disarm them, I just want to let him, since he's the only one who's still up there, I want to be like, hey, maybe get a gun or two if you can.
Yeah, I mean, he hears it, or she hears it. I don't know if she responds or anything, but
Yeah, I probably won't do anything till my turn.
yeah, you can go ahead and go.
Oh, okay. I'll pick up at one of their guns and shoot them in the leg. Shoot one of them that's standing in the leg.
Kneecap.
Okay,
Right.
Yeah, do you kneecap them, or do you just shoot them? Because they did shoot
I'm
earlier,
thinking
and
the calf.
they are energy weapons. They're not like actual projectile.
I'm thinking the calf because just in case, knee surgery is expensive, where the calf is easier to repair.
Okay. So yeah, you shoot them in the leg, and there's still no noise that comes out of them. And one of them.
Well, one of the standing ones. I'm not going to go for one of the unconscious ones.
Oh, none of them are really standing. One of them took off running. 2 were on the ground. One of them you knocked out, and 3 of them were wrapped up in the plants.
Okay, I'm probably going after the one that was running then.
Okay. As you run out there, if you didn't see Mr. Body hit them, but you actually find them unconscious on the ground already.
Oh, okay. Well, that was easy.
And you see like
That's another day of easy pay.
yeah, as you
Let's go
approach
home.
that way, you do see like a large hole in the roof or the ceiling and the floor. If you look down into it, you see it's going all the way down and something's still moving down.
We should have signed for an ice cream machine.
Ew.
In the heat of battle, that's actually I can agree. Ice cream. If we survive this, add ice cream to our contract.
And I'm assuming you're taking the gun with you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, Mr. Body.
I mean, I got hit by it, so I have an idea of how lethal it is.
Yeah, it's pretty painful, but like I said, it is an energy blast. It's not a projectile or anything like that. So if you
it seems more to debilitate somebody than to kill them.
Right. Okay, so Mr. Body, you bust out of the stairwell, and you're still kind of snaking around. I don't know if you reform or not once you hit the lobby, or if you stay in that form.
No, I reform.
Okay. So as you reform, you hear like just a final like loud crash as a figure smashes down through the ceiling into the lobby, landing on both knees. It rises up like an 8-foot tall mass of what looks to be a man, but it's wearing the same all black outfit with the same like mask and everything else. And when they spoke earlier, they clearly had a voice modulator and like, where is she? Polymer, you said you hid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in the lobby, so I guess behind like a counter or something, so like I can still sort of see what's going on, but
okay.
Real quick, duck back behind if anyone looks in my direction.
A lot of those business desks in the lobby, they're made to where they can stop bullets.
Even if they're not, they are now.
There we go.
Well, I mean, I've worked in hotels and stuff, and part of the reason they have those thick desks at the front is so that the person working the desk can drop behind the desk.
Well, see, I didn't know that, so okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I've worked in a couple of hotels.
Okay.
So I'm just assuming that the big office buildings with the same thick desk in the lobby.
Well, like I said,
are for the same reason.
If they weren't, they are now. So.
Then again, we used to have to worry about bodies in rooms.
No. So Mr. Body, yeah. So he drops down and he says that just like with the voice modulator. Where is she?
So can I charge
right
up
here,
my powers
gorgeous.
again to make burn?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I can charge up my powers again, right?
You can, but if you mark all 5 conditions, it like you basically like pass out from the stress sort of thing. What conditions do you have marked?
Afraid and hopeless.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think either one of those cleared.
Yeah, insecure was the yeah, angry. I think it was clear. Yeah, so now I just have 2, but yeah.
Okay.
Could run back up.
I mean, you just saw this thing smashing down through, like 50 floors.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask, where is who? Because there's 2 ladies I know, so
Polymer.
Oh, you think I'm a lady?
Aw.
Where is Polymer?
That's what he says. Okay. Well, at this point, I'm like, no, you can't have any of my friends. So, I'm gonna charge up my powers again.
Okay. I hope this works.
Shit. Oh wait, I didn't do it yet. Okay. Plus conditions. Oh, which it already did. Okay.
Yeah.
So I mark 1 condition. Because on a 7 and 9, I have to mark a condition.
Right. And you get 3 burn.
So I'm probably going to do angry again.
Okay.
And yeah, I get 3 burn. So where's Polymer? Polymer still in the stairwell?
No,
I'm
from your
behind that big ass counter.
yeah, from their elemental connection, she's hiding behind like the receptionist desk, basically in the lobby.
Okay, so he doesn't know where she's at, so she doesn't need shielding yet.
Right.
So I guess there's plants in the lobby.
Yeah.
But they're plastic.
So I'm going
sure there are real ones outside, right?
Well, you got to pay somebody to come around and dust the plastic, so it costs just as much as having a real plant.
So I want to make a construct. So that'll use 1 burn. And I just want to make like a large person.
Okay.
Wow,
that is a really bright light, Polymer.
Oh, you guys can see it. All right, sorry.
That's like super,
oh, that's okay.
Super muscly and buff and stuff, and like I want it to try to restrain this guy.
Okay. So what does the person you make look like?
I want it to look just like this guy.
Okay. But just obviously made of plants?
Yeah.
Okay. So a couple of the plants kind of start growing and blending together and merging and form up into a vegetative duplicate of him. And she like lunges forward. And because you said you wanted to constrict it, right?
Yeah.
As it does, its arms kind of open up, and then they expand and twist out into like vines type of thing, wrapping around him, and then it pulls him in like a hug, also holding him with the vines wrapped around it.
Aww. Giant hug.
So you can kind of see Mr. Body reacting Polymer like this. Do you do anything or stay hidden?
At the moment, since he's still kind of more or less got the situation under control, there's no one else in the lobby with us. Right? Well, I mean, civilians maybe, but like no other soldier guys in the lobby, right?
Right, right.
Okay, so for now, I'm watching but still staying hidden since it seems like he has it under control so far.
Okay. In Respec, you're heading downstairs, I assume?
My initial impression is to head downstairs, but I also, the responsible side says to tie these guys up.
Okay, how do you tie them up?
I imagine I might carry handcuffs or something on me.
Okay. So you just cuff them all.
Yeah, I cuff them to something substantial.
Or maybe
Like if there's a bathroom nearby, it might be to sinks or.
Maybe you have like a bunch of those zip ties that
Yeah,
cops
and I
use at
take
the-
their guns.
Okay. So you zip tie all their hands, and then you use some of Mr. Body's vines that he grew that were already holding some of them to further tie them up some more.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I just tie them up and I take their guns, which is probably going to take my turn.
Okay. So, you have.
I want to drop down to the lobby through the hole the one guy made, but
yeah, it might be interesting. Do you have any way to do that?
that might be next turn.
Okay.
Gravity.
Like I said, my responsible side might be kicking in, and
Okay.
since I am all business and nobody got influence over me before now,
Okay.
like when we started, I said I was all business, so I'm
Right.
probably trying to tie people up.
Right. Okay. So, the agent in the lobby, he's held in place by the vines. You see him start like flexing and trying to expand his arms out, and the vines start moving a little bit outwards, and you can kind of get the sense that they're going to be tearing pretty soon here.
Okay.
And you just, where is she?
I'm just gonna be like, "Fuck you," and let's see.
Dude, eHarmony is free.
So, are there any other plants, or did I use up all the plants in there?
Yeah, there'd be a couple more. There'd be a few more still.
Okay. I guess I want to do another reality storm.
Okay.
To channel a destructive burst, or maybe I could just use it on the actual construct that I have and make it like, grow in size and constrict harder, and
Okay.
so I have to directly engage a threat
With your freak.
with freak. Yeah.
And you're still afraid, right?
Yes. Will it auto? I need to type that in. Okay.
And your freak is still a +3, but with the -2, so you still ended up with a 12. For some reason, the modifiers aren't going in.
Yeah, it did for some of them, but I don't know.
Yeah. Either way, I mean, you had a very, very full hit with that.
Okay. Yeah. So. Okay, so no collateral damage. Okay, yeah. So that's another burn. So I've got one burn left. But yeah, that's what I'm doing to this guy. So
Okay.
I just want it to like, grow in size and then just like really, really get as much of a hold on him as it can.
Okay.
Just as an aside, I am controlling the construct directly because it costs an extra burn for me to make it free of my control.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and what you reinforce the vines and anything besides that, like that it actually does, or just a tighter constriction with more plants to make it stronger?
I don't necessarily want to kill this guy because I think that could be bad for Polymer in the end.
And he might have information.
Yeah, that's true.
If only you knew some telepaths that could get in his brain once the helmet's off.
So I'm just gonna be like, you tell us why you're here. Or you tell me why you're here. I don't say us. I don't want them to know they're here.
We want the girl.
I say, well, you can't have her, sorry. And I just kind of constrict tighter.
As you're constricting, you see his hand at the side, a finger kind of move up and like hit something in his palm. And suddenly the vines just kind of collapse in on themselves as his entire figure just kind of shifts and drops into water and slides out and reforms outside of the vines.
Oh, shit.
Polymer?
I'm not exactly charging in yet, but
If you saw that, it does remind you of something or someone.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. So I haven't charged out just yet, but I'm, I guess, sort of about to, like, not enough that, like, I'm not out enough that he definitely sees me, but I can tell this is probably about to get really crazy.
Yeah.
That word, like, it made more sense in my head.
Yeah. So you're still staying kind of hidden, though?
Still kind of, but, like, basically ready to pounce out here if what I think this guy is what he is.
Okay. Respec. You've got them all tied and secured. You have their guns.
I'm going to try, because I think it would look cool, I'm going to try to drop down the hole, but I'm doing it floor by floor. Just like, this is going to look so cool when I hit the bottom, but I'm doing it trying to drop floor by floor.
Okay. So, kind of.
I just want it to look cool when I hit the bottom.
You kind of drop down first, grab the edge, kind of fling yourself onto the next floor below. Drop down, grab the edge, fling yourself to the floor below.
Yeah, I'm taking my time because I don't want to kill myself.
Yeah, and you've got a ways to go too. So.
Yeah, but I want them to. I want them at the bottom to think that I dropped all the way down.
How are you carrying their guns?
I probably just dropped most of the guns down the hole and strapped one to myself.
Okay.
So in the midst of two giants fighting, we just see like 2 or 3 guns just sort of rain down.
Not yet, but you will.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm not standing right under the hole, am I?
No.
Yeah, no. I didn't drop them directly down the hole. I probably tossed them a little bit to the side so they might hit on random floors or something. But
oh, okay.
Okay, there goes my plan of having them all drop, and then like 5 minutes later, you show up and you act like you dropped with them, and it's like, dude, what the hell?
No, I probably just tossed them, which means they might be going at an angle. They might not.
Okay.
But it was more just make it harder for the bad guys to get to them than
right.
anything else.
So you're making your way down. Okay, Mr. Body?
Yeah. But in my mind, I'm projecting that I'm still tying them up.
Okay. You still have your construct, Mr. Body, and the guy is solid again, but now you know he can apparently turn into water.
To my teammates.
So I'm gonna kind of telepathically say to Polymer that if you want to get out of here, you know, I can help you get out, because I've got one more burn, which, you know, I can help your body get yourself out of here quicker.
Part of me immediately wants to jump on that, but I mean, you guys are my friends, so I guess I'm a little torn. They've still got the link up, so I guess I could ask like what you guys think.
Well, I'm just like, well, if Respec would hurry up and get down here.
Sorry, I'm tying these guys up. You're the one that left them up. You're all irresponsible, like, as I hop down floor to floor.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm just going to try to grab him again with the construct.
Okay.
just to as much as I can slow him down with that thing.
Okay.
Since he has to liquefy and then reform,
Right. All right. So
wait. So I saw him touch his hand, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I want to actually grab his hand.
Okay.
Can I use? So, can I use snatch and maybe take his glove away from him?
Yeah.
So that's my last burn for that charge. So yeah, I want to try to get the construct to shoot a tendril out and grab that.
Directly engage includes take something.
Yeah, well, I can use snatch.
Yeah, he has a burn. He can just automatically do it with that one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Okay, so yeah, the vine extends out real quick. It whips around, wraps around his hand, and pulls back, pulling the glove with it. You see just a normal hand at that point, like a normal human hand.
Oh shit, he's people.
Is it still my turn?
If you want to do something with the glove or whatever, we can throw that in there before we move on.
Yeah, I want to make sure the glove is like way out of his reach.
Okay, yeah, you pull it back to you. Yeah, I would say you're probably a good 20 feet away with a construct up closer.
Can I put the glove on?
Yeah, if you want.
All right.
You do see, like, if you look at the glove before you do it, you do see there's like some sort of like tech inside of it, and where he pushed with the finger, there's like a little button of some sort of control inside that he was clearly pressing.
I can't. So like I'm like still like after reading Fate Core, I'm like thinking of an aspect. What does this button do? Because I kind of feel like Mr. Body would be like, "Holy shit, cool tech! I'm gonna put this on and see what it does." So I think he'd put it on and press the button.
Okay. So you fit it on. It's slightly oversized for your hand compared to his, and you hit the button.
Let's hope it's not the cyanide capsule.
Yeah, you hit the button, and you just kind of hear from the glove like a faint "user not recognized."
Oh, okay.
And it constricts and starts getting really tight.
Oh no. Okay, so
that's your go. You're dealing with the glove now.
Yeah.
Polymer. You still gonna stay hiding?
No, I guess I should probably run out and at least help get the glove off of him, right?
I would engage this guy.
That's true.
He's not looking at
He
you.
doesn't see me, so I guess I'm trying to sneak around behind because. Can I just go ahead and ask, is this osmosis that we're fighting?
I don't know.
Damn you, vile woman.
You could assess the situation, maybe.
Oh, that's true, yeah. That would do
I'm right here, big boy. Whap.
And let me scroll down to assess. There it is, assess. Bing.
Oh, yeah.
Hey!
I'm thinking this is the session where I'm not rolling anything and everybody else is.
All right, so you can ask 2 questions from the move list. What here can I use to blank? What's the biggest threat? What's in the greatest danger? Who here is most vulnerable to me? How could we best end this quickly?
Best end it quickly, of course. And also, I guess, biggest threat is probably a question that doesn't need to be asked. That's this dude. Right. So I guess, how can I get the glove off of Mr. Body, and then what would be the best way to end things quickly?
Well, as you think real quick, as your fear is kind of still in place, like just panicky from Olympian having found you, you figure the best way to end this, as far as you can tell, is probably to merge with them, he won't be a threat, physically at least. But you are... Yeah. As for the glove, usually there's some sort of kill switch, but it might not be in the glove itself.
Okay, then yeah, I'm sneaking around behind him. I guess I'll try to jump up and grab his bare hand so I can absorb him out of the suit. That way, if like the kill switch is in the suit, we can still get to it.
Okay. Roll directly engage a threat.
Scrolling. Yeah. Oh, right. I forgot about the modifier. So, yeah, 9.
Okay. So,
could we use a team point?
I think if you wanted, you'd have to like use the construct to distract him or something, or
Yeah, we'd have to describe how we were assisting, and I'm several floors up still.
right.
Use the force, Polymer.
All right, so you get a +1.
Wait, no, have I seen Star Wars yet, or do I just sit there and go, huh?
So the construct just kind of like moves towards it again, offering a distraction, allowing you to get closer and really get in there, do your thing. So
yeah.
Ultimately, this would be probably creating an opportunity and probably trying to take something from them. But as you grab the hand, it feels different than normal as you try to absorb. And it seems to be resisting and trying to draw you in instead.
Oh.
So roll to take a powerful blow.
Great.
Roll low.
Yeah, right?
Woohoo! Good job.
So you double down as you feel it. You put a little bit more effort into it, and the tug of war gets less and less, and eventually the body just kind of flashes into you. The suit crumples to the ground. As the suit crumples, Mr. Body, the glove, kind of beeps and goes back to its normal size.
Okay.
Inside of you, Polymer, it is very much osmosis. And he is very angry.
Yep, that's who I thought it was.
And he is fighting you for control of your body.
Awesome. So,
Respec.
I guess in that case, I just, like, physically, I guess we just sort of crumple then.
I got a question. If Polymer spits this guy out, is he going to be naked without a suit?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Unless I got his underwear.
I'm guessing now that everything is quote unquote under control is when I actually make it to the bottom floor.
So you get to the second floor, and with your skills, you know you can take the 2-story fall easily and land and be fine. So
Yeah.
how do you fall to make your grand entrance?
I'm going to do the traditional hero fall where
Superhero
I
landing.
land in the crouch with one hand on the ground and the other raised up.
Okay. So you land with a thud. You make the landing perfect. And as you kind of slowly look up and look around, you see Polymer kind of standing in place, kind of twitching. You see a pile of clothes on the ground that looks to have been worn by a very large agent. And you see Mr. Body's construct standing there, not really doing anything. And behind that, you see Mr. Body with a very large glove on his hand.
All right. Mr. Body's okay on the glove thing, though, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to walk up to Polymer, slap her across the face, and go, let him go.
Or drop it. Drop it.
Roll to provoke someone.
Let it go. Drop it.
I also want to say fashionably late as usual to Respec. Or, well, to anybody who can hear.
Wait, aren't I usually on time? Isn't this new? Let's see. Provoke somebody. I'm guessing there's no bonus for that, so
No.
there we go. Yay!
Okay.
Oh, I guess I do see it about.
Because I'm at, like, Yeah.
Well,
I don't know why it says +2. I've only got a +1 on my mundane.
make sure I have it on the right one.
Oh, provokes savior, which should be a +3. I'm not sure why that's not.
I'd probably have it marked wrong on that one too.
No, it's marked savior on the sheet. That's why I'm.
No. Okay. Well, so you slap Polymer and say that.
You have a. Are you guilty still?
I'm angry.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, which shouldn't affect that. That affects comfort and support and pierce the mask.
Okay.
So you slap Polymer, and there's a little bit of a telepathic oomph in there with it.
Yeah, so that should be a 10, but.
And Polymer, that gives you enough to kind of snap back and resist and give a little bit of control. So if you want to listen as you hear the message kind of ring out in this mind space that the two of you are engaged in now, you do hear spit 'em out.
Yeah.
And
There's a little bit of a physical slap, but it's more of a mental slap.
I guess now, since I am more in control, I'm in pain from the process, so I don't know if I'm necessarily getting it out clearly, but I want to try to tell him, no, this guy's too much of a threat. I have to hold on to him as long as I can.
He's a patsy.
Do what?
He's a patsy. I'm sorry, but the only thing I've got right now marked is angry, so.
Okay.
I'm probably acting in anger.
Mr. Body, you see Respec drop down. You've interacted a little bit, and you just see her slap Polymer. And Polymer's still kind of twitching.
Bad dog. Drop it. Drop it.
I guess I can ready the construct to grab a hold when he spits her out, when she spits him out.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how much you all actually trust me because I'm only around on these missions.
Right.
Well, you have influence over us, or you do over me, I think.
Oh.
I think not over me. I think you're the only one with. I think Mr. Body is the only one with influence over me.
You each have it over me, but.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, Polymer, if you want to let go, we can try it now that he. Or well, actually, okay, so. I guess let's try to figure out what he could do if you did spit him out. If he's just a person now, without the suit, or which I think
They're lizard people.
Polymer might be able to know that.
You can.
They're like Obama.
Yeah.
Well, his power is kind of like mine in that it's touch based, but instead of absorbing people, he absorbs matter. So, like if I dropped him onto the tile, he could form like a tile armor and become stronger, something like that. But I had never decided if it works on anything living. So plants.
So what we need to find something fleshy to drop them onto.
Or plants.
Yeah, if the plants hold him.
Okay, then I'm reluctant because I'm still not sure because he broke all the floors, but Mr. Body, I do trust Mr. Body, so I'll I guess spit him out.
Oh, I see, and you don't trust me, huh?
The waiting arms of the construct for a gentle hug.
Okay, so you're gonna try to release him in an exact specific place.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Mr. Body, you're gonna try to just instantly grapple it, basically with the plants.
Yes.
All right, both of y'all roll to directly engage a threat. Okay. So, yeah, Polymer, you get enough control to eject osmosis in the intended spot, which is directly into the waiting arms of Mr. Body's construct, which quickly expands itself around, wrapping it, and the whole thing kind of shifts and moves around behind it, overlaying itself over him, like kind of encasing him in the plant matter entirely.
As it does, I just sort of shout out, "Don't let him touch anything."
And Polymer, you still feel remnants of his memory, like kind of tainting your mind.
Awesome. I guess is there any sort of outward expression of that, like for the others to notice?
Yeah, on the telepathic link, y'all can sense like there's a little bit more of an edge kind of coming from Polymer, but not anything specific or anything.
He's naked, right?
He came out naked.
I mean, got two teenage girls here, and I don't know if Mr. Body's into men or not.
I think Mr. Body's an ace. He's like so wrapped up in the superpower stuff. That's all he cares about. So he's not like.
I was sort of imagining Polymer that way, or at least as far as the other kids that were at Project Olympian were concerned, because they probably just had us all shower and stuff together anyway. So
I imagine there's a fig leaf covering things, but Respec's still trying to get a peek.
Oh my god.
Well, he's completely engulfed now with the plane. He can't see anything.
Yeah.
So as y'all are standing there, he's engulfed now. As y'all kind of like take a breather for a second, from the hole you hear like a whistling, like kind of like almost like a thruster type of thing, something coming, and it comes down and you see somebody in like a silver suit of armor with very large gloves, like techno gloves, large boots. On the back is a pair of like large metallic wings that kind of flap and let him come down for a landing. It reaches up to his side, pulls out this little rectangle, hits a button on it, and it expands into a gun, and just it fires, and it launches this little disc that lands on the back of Osmosis and releases a stasis field around the plant as well. Puts this rectangle away and like walks up and, well, that should take care of that. Lifts his mask up in his jazz.
What?
You guys, that was amazing. Oh my god, this is, I can't believe how well I picked y'all. This is great. Oh.
I'm a telepath. Does the guy, is he sending out any mental signals? Is he just unconscious?
Yeah, his mind is kind of frozen now in stasis.
Okay, I still kind of want to probe around in there.
Okay.
While whatever Jazz is doing.
Oh, Jazz is just now, he's like back to his normal self. He's like so like just amped up. He's just like, oh my god, y'all are amazing. Oh, wow, yes. I know what we're doing for the pilot episode. Yes.
Can we get one of those guns you just used?
Yeah, we can probably make that happen. Yeah.
I mean, I know it's not in the contract because we didn't add it.
He's so excited. Like you actually pick up just some of his thoughts, and after he got out, he made his way around and got back in through a different way and like ran up the stairs to the R&D room and just took as much crap as he could to come down and help y'all.
Wait, so we know how to get to the R&D room now?
Well, yeah, he showed it to y'all when y'all took him down anyway. Remember? Like y'all have actually seen.
But we know an alternate path.
Yeah, you know a little bit better way through the building now.
Okay.
Go.
He's like, I should probably go put
I
this
send
back.
that to the others.
Yeah. And then he's like, I should probably go put this back before they fire me. And he flies back up through the hole.
We're never living down him saving us, are we? Even though we totally didn't need it.
You can tell in his head, like, he does not see it like that at all. In his mind, y'all are like totally the heroes, and like y'all saved the day because y'all did. This was just to make sure he didn't get out. He doesn't see it as saving y'all at all.
All right. Well, I guess we better go check my knot tying skills because I don't think I have that as an ability.
You know how to tie a knot. But
yeah, you know how to tie a bunch of granny knots at least.
They're neat little bows.
So about this time, kind of a knock on the glass. You know, if you look back, the door's open because they're not locked or anything. But a couple of Aegis agents walks in. Y'all been busy. Yeah, glad to have you all on our side.
Sorry about that.
You recognize the voice as like one of the same guys y'all talked to at the park.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, security is really tight here, isn't it? You know, sarcastically.
I'm really sorry about this, but I got to clear my angry, and I punched him in the face. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I think that I'm gonna lash
I just
out.
picture it.
I think I'm gonna like verbally lash out at one of them because I'm still angry and I'm pissed off, and I'm gonna be like, you know, where the fuck were you guys? We were here all by ourselves. We had to engage all this threat. There's like no security here.
There's another 5 upstairs.
Well, none of y'all have. Well, Respec might, and I don't know if Polymer wears one or not. But like, if anybody like has a watch or anything or sees the time, like realistically, this whole thing only happened in like less than 10 minutes. So,
Yeah,
what's their usual response time?
I just kind of feel like.
Well, no, I'm just saying. So, like when you like just you realize it was kind of quick, but at the same time, you're like, look, it's a big city. We got the call. We came out. Y'all had already taken care of it.
Yeah, it's Halcyon City, so I imagine high response times. I'm just questioning. I'm asking out of character. Is the time they're here, is that normal response time?
It was pretty quick. And they still have to kind of assess the situation itself and everything else because they're not going to go in blind.
They might want to roll for that.
Right,
I don't have to roll anything.
They weren't there like right after it happened.
You don't
or
know.
right as it was happening.
Not right as it happened, no.
Okay, so it's normal. That's all I want to. That's all I'm asking, really.
Okay. And so, look, we got here as quick as we could. Y'all had already taken care of it. We came in. We have to evaluate the scene. We're not sending in our agents blindly. And we did secure...
Oh, that's understood.
And
we work here now, so...
And we did secure their transport that they had parked on the roof. So, it's not like we weren't doing anything.
Wait, was it a chariot?
Because that's ours.
Is that the thing that theirs landed on?
Oh.
Maybe.
How heavy was theirs?
It was a full armor transport. Flying armor transport.
So, like a little... Did you happen to find, like, a little pogo jumping thing with some, like, aluminum chairs attached to it?
That could have been the little pieces of trash underneath it.
Oh.
None of us have travel powers.
But you do have corporate sponsorship now, and they built that thing in the first place.
Oh, that's true.
Maybe we can get something cooler.
We might be able to get taxi fare.
So a couple more agents file in the building. They bring in...
That's what we need, bus fare.
They bring in another containment unit, and they haul osmosis out.
Do either of you have your driver's license?
What's a driver's license?
I have a permit. But that's in my civilian identity, so I don't carry it on me.
Oh, you left it in your other pants, huh?
Something like that.
Okay. So, this is wrapped up. Threat's gone. Y'all gonna head back upstairs now? Because you know Jazz is up there, or what are y'all gonna do?
Yeah, we'd probably go back up to Jazz because we still haven't signed.
Right.
Oh, yeah, right.
Okay, so y'all make your way back up. Power comes back on. Elevator had power anyway, but power comes back on in general. Y'all take the elevator up.
And I'm excited to see what our base with our Zartan candy vending machine looks like.
I kind of feel like we need to be. I think we need to be. I'm gonna have a talk with Jazz and be like, hey, look, I think we need to be compensated for this because your security didn't do anything. Like, you know, I'm still playing off of my I'm pissed off and afraid and.
Right. Well, when y'all find him, he's the boots.
Zoltar. I'm sorry.
The boots he had been wearing he's holding them. And he's like, but before y'all say anything, he like holds them out to Mr. Body. He's like, I saw you looking at these the first time. You saw them. And I got clearance. They're yours. And it's like the hover skate, so you can like fly, skate, walk in the air.
Thanks.
All right, I gotta find a place on my sheet to put that.
Oh, he only gave one to Mr. Body.
Oh.
He hands you the rectangle though with the stasis gun thing.
Oh. Okay, I'll find a place on my. Guessing under bio and info, I'll edit.
What
that.
are these? They're air skates?
Basically, yeah.
Okay. How fast can they go?
Not about as fast as the chariot.
Oh, sweet.
Have you seen Jupiter Ascending?
No.
Okay, they basically move like that. He has
Good
air
choice.
skates in that. It's a good movie. You should watch it.
I'm
But,
just kidding. I haven't seen it.
A lot of people don't like it. I thought it was great, but I like the Wachowskis.
I don't watch a lot of stuff, period. So
Yeah, but he doesn't really have anything for you, Polymer. He doesn't really know what you might want. He's like, we can figure that out later.
do I still have one of the guns off the guy that I took before I started dropping down floors?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking I'm still angry, and I can't lash out at these guys. Can I break this to just clear my anger?
Yeah.
Instead of trying to take it to reverse engineer.
Yeah.
Well, remember, they're the ones from the other floors that Zeta Core will probably recover.
Yeah, I'm thinking Zetacore got those, but I had the one, and I'm thinking I'll just break it instead of trying to take it back for analysis.
That works. Hold it out to him and be like, here, you guys should probably... Oh, never mind.
Just break it over my knee.
Okay. Yeah, just kind of pops and crackles a little bit energy, and then just.
Did
Yeah.
they make sure that they got his suit?
Yeah, the Aegis agents took that.
Oh, because I think Zeta Core should have it.
I'm concerned that anything on the upper floors that was left is Zetacore property at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, they probably got some of it at least. So he got okay. Let's go get the contracts, and then we have y'all sign them, and y'all he leads y'all to this little office on another floor, opens the door, and it's like really tiny. And it's this guy hunched over at the desk. It's on an old-fashioned typewriter. His this sweat on his brow, his glasses. He's kind of squinting as he types, and he's just stupid.
Is this
place.
the guy from Office Space?
Under attack, and I have to keep typing. Stupid. He slams like the last enter button. The typewriter like does a final ding, and he pulls it out, puts it on a stack, and it's like the finalized contract.
Okay, I try to get some surface impressions off this guy.
Yeah, I mean he hates his job, and he's on like his last mark if he messes up. So he kept working through the attack, so he wouldn't get written up.
Jesus.
Okay, what's his worth ethnic like?
Typically it's pretty bad, but he really needs the job because it does pay well.
Okay, so this is somebody that if they fired him, we wouldn't want him.
No, you probably wouldn't want him around. He hates everything about his job. He just does it because he needs the income because they have good benefits.
All right. I'm going to also scan the document, make certain that it's mostly the same except for the changes we wanted.
Yeah, no, it's completely legit. The changes y'all wanted and what was there before.
Make certain that nothing outside of the changes we requested was changed.
No.
Okay.
And so he leads y'all back to the meeting room. The windows are still smashed out. The vines are still growing. But the guys you had tied up in there are gone.
So are we prepared to become corporate stooges? Now look at the other two.
Yes. I'm like super happy about my boots, I guess.
I mean, this is what it means to become an adult, right? We get jobs and shit.
Sell out to the man.
All right, so he sets the contract down, puts a pin on it, flips to the last page where it's got spots for each of y'all to sign if y'all want.
This is how we become adults.
Yeah, and I'm just like, cool toys.
So I guess I'm signing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll sign it.
I'm just looking for somebody to try to talk me out of it at this point.
And Jazz is just like his hands are like he's about ready to like just throw him up in a cheer almost. It looks like he's like so like just excited.
Is the last shot of this volume going to be him just jumping up with his fist in the air?
No.
Is that our splash page?
Does everybody sign it?
Yes, I
Yeah.
sign
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's just yes. This is gonna be great. Oh, and I've got a surprise for you guys. Oh, yeah. He turns around, turns on the TV, switches the input, and like it cuts to like this little animation. It's like a moving through the city, like a CG animation, very kind of crude, but it's like a drone type of thing floating through the city. See random heroes flying by. It comes to like the Zeta Corps building on the top, and him zooming down and sees like the three of you standing there, like the statues were, and then the words, on like a very, very over the top font, just like fly on the screen. Nova Guard Supercharge, heroes to the max. In
Who's
volume
Nova Guard?
in volume 1. That's the name of the team that they've assigned for y'all. Like yeah, obviously next time or whatever y'all can debate it, but like that's what we end on with y'all kind of looking like disappointed or like that's really terrible.
Nova Guard's not the worst name.
Well,
No.
the full name is Nova Guard Supercharge, and
We can ignore the supercharge. That's a subtitle.
and the tagline to the team is Heroes to the Max.
Oh, Max.
Are we selling Mountain Dew now? Or Doritos? I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, that's not very body conscious.
But yeah, so the last shot is that on the screen, and like y'all kind of like looking at each other, like kind of shrugging. End volume 1.
Woo.
Yay!
Yay!
Did anybody fill up their potential?
I almost did, but then I think I unmarked one because I don't remember why I unmarked it now, but
That's probably the
You get like a +1.
I think I actually made it after like a team bonus.
like the comfort or support thing, where initially you thought you got like all 3 or something, and then only got the 1.
Yeah, I think I failed, and then somebody did a team bonus.
Oh, okay.
These damn team bonuses.
All right. So yeah, hopefully,
They're cutting into my experience.
yeah, I do have an idea for volume 2. Hopefully, it all works out, and we can get the 4th player in. It'll be a good way to introduce them.
My schedule's pretty flexible.
Okay.